Okay, guys, we're going to look at Microsoft Excel practicals, and we're going to deal with task 1. So in this practical, Microsoft Excel practical, you are encouraged to practice all these tasks by yourself, because the goal here is to learn how to utilize Excel spreadsheet tools that will enable you to work efficiently with technology in your different careers, okay? And this spreadsheet program is developed by Microsoft, and Excel organizes data in columns and rows and allows you to do mathematical functions. And also, this Microsoft Excel is the industry-leading spreadsheet software program, which is a powerful data visualization and analysis tool. So you need to take these tasks seriously so that by the end of it, you are able to acquire knowledge and experience. So let us do this task 1, where we are being given instructions here. First of all, we are being asked to create a folder on the desktop, and we name it as Excel tasks. So I'll just highlight that name and press Ctrl+C on my keyboard so that I copy the name. Then go to my desktop. This is the desktop area. So I will right click here so that I'm able to create the folder. Okay. Create the folder. It's there. Then I press Ctrl+V immediately so that I paste the name of the folder, Excel tasks. Okay, so that is the first instruction. We have done that. Then number 2, you have been asked to create a blank workbook in MS Excel and save it as task 1. Inside the folder above. Okay, so we go to that folder and you double click on the Excel, this folder, then inside to get into the folder. Okay, so when inside the folder, you can right click so that we create the workbook. So here we are looking for Microsoft Excel worksheet, which was the workbook. It's the same as workbook or worksheet. So you click that, then you press Ctrl+V on your keyboard to paste that name, task 1. Okay. After that, you are being told to insert the data as shown below. So you have to bold and center the heading of each column. And you have to insert all this. So if you look at this, we have A1 admin number, like that. It has to be exactly like that. So I will go back to my folder where we are having the task 1. So you can double click on it so that to open it, or you can right click on it and say open, so that you can open this workbook or worksheet. So it has opened. It is here. You see it is it is task 1, workbook, and we have sheet 1. This is the first sheet where we can start doing our work, and we see A1 here. We are supposed to insert this admission number, and all these details as they look here. So what we do here on task 1, I had already typed, to save time, I had already typed this somewhere. So they are here. So I will not type, but on your case, you need to type one by one, all of them. For me, in my case, I'll just Control copy because I had already done that, and take it to our task 1 here. and just paste my work there. Okay, there it is. Actually, let me to undo whatever you have done. You press Control Z. Yeah, you see, Control Z. So I'll come there and right click so that I paste. I don't want to paste with the format. There are different paste values only. Yeah, there's formulas, transpose, what, but I wanted values only. Where is values only, because I didn't want the format. So this is a clean work which has not been formatted yet. So if we go back here, we are being asked to insert the data as shown below. So let me close this one because I don't need it anymore. Don't save. I don't need it anymore. So what I've done, I've already inserted my data there. So the next thing is to answer this part. You have to bold and center the heading of each column. Okay, so this is Microsoft Excel, and you see it has columns and rows. So you can adjust the columns by coming here. Yeah, when it changes like that into across, you can left click and hold, then drag to the size that you like. Okay, you can come here also to increase the size of the column. You see, like Madenge here, it's not well fitting in the work in the column, so you drag it like that. Chemistry is not well fit, so you come there, you drag it there so that it fits nicely. So everything is okay. So we were supposed to bold the titles. So what you do, you come here and click there and hold, then drag up to there, then release and say bold, because it's supposed to be bold. Then you need to center, center align, so that the title is in the center of that particular cell. Yeah, because on this cell, you see it is at the center, like that. So that's what we are supposed to do. When you do that, there is the save button is up here, which you are being shown the shortcut here, save. You can press on your keyboard, Control Ace. Okay, so you can save your work. Okay, so we have saved. So we proceed with other questions, answering other questions. Question 2, you're being asked to insert a title, Baraton Technical Training Institute, yeah, and also a subtitle, mark sheet for diploma, dash class of 2022, by centering it with the table, okay, and making the text bold and changing the font size 16 for the main title and 14 for the subtitle. So there is a lot of things that we are supposed to do here. So, but first of all, let's start by inserting the Baraton Technical Training Institute. I can just copy that. You highlight, and highlighting, we said you left click and hold, then drag to where you want, then release. Then on your keyboard, you can press Control Copy to copy that. Or if you want to do it manually, you can, after highlighting, let me see. After highlighting like that, you can right click and copy the text. Okay, copy the text. Then we come back. We need to insert. So remember, this is a title, so it needs to be at the top here. So what will we do? We don't have any rows here. So you come at the end here where there is 1 until the arrow changes like that, which points like that, and click there. So it highlights all that row. Then you go to insert. We go to home menu, and you come to insert here. Yeah, insert cells. You see this one, it adds cells, rows, columns, or sheets to your workbook. Okay, So you click the down arrow so that you see what we are inserting. We are inserting a sheet row there. We want to insert a sheet row. So you click there, insert. You see, it takes down the the title. And we need two because we have the main title and the subtitle. So we can go back to insert and insert another sheet row because we need two of them. Then after that, our table reaches here at average, okay? So we can highlight these cells from here to here so that we merge these cells so that they become one, so that we are able to put our title there. So there is this functionality here at home menu. You go to merge and center. Just click on it. So you see this cell has become one, okay? So you can Control V to paste that title that you had copied from here. Remember we did some copying here. Then you come back and paste here, Control V. The data you're pasting is in the same size. Okay. Okay. So there is an issue there. So we can just write it. Baraton Technical Training Institute. Yeah, Baraton. You can just type it in capital letters. So to write in capital letters, okay, to write in capital letters, sorry, let me see, where do we get that option for us to write in capital letters? Top align, decrease font size, increase font size. That is home. Let's go to file. No, not file. Where is this functionality? Maybe it's here. Font. Capital. Okay, I think I'll show you that. We can use the keyboard to do so, but it's somewhere here. I will let you know how we deal with that. Let me see. Highlight this text. Okay, no worries, no pressure. So let us, I wanted to type first of all. We type here in capital letters, the Baraton Technical Training Institute. So you can go to your keyboard and press the caps lock key once. If you press it once and start typing, you find that whatever you type is in capital letters. And when you press it again, the caps lock, you change to small letters. Yeah, on your keyboard. That's what we do. That's how you change from capital to small letters. So I'll put the caps on so that I may write Baraton Technical Training Institute. Type Baraton Technical Training Institute. Baraton Technical Institute. Okay. So we were asked to, we have done that. So we need to do the same with the mark sheet for diploma class of 2022. Mark sheet. So we need to merge the ones below here up to there. You go to home and merge and center. Then we say what? Mark sheet for diploma. Mark sheet. If you want to, for example, you can use the shift. If you press shift and S, it will write capital. Okay. If you just type without, it will just write normal stuff. So mark sheet for mark sheet for diploma dash class of 2022. Mark sheet for diploma space dash space class of 2022. Class of 2022. Okay. So we have our title and our subtitle there. So the next thing is we need to centering it with the table. It is already centered because when you merge and center, you have done merging and center. Actually, here in merging and center, there is an arrow here. You can always click and have many options: merge and center, merge across, merge cells, okay, and merge cells in case you want to unmerge them to undo it, okay. Yeah, the unmerged cells split the current cell into multiple cells. That's what it means by unmerged cells. Merge cells, merge the selected cells into one cell, okay. And then merge across, merge selected cells in the same row into one large cell. Then there's this one, merge and center, combine and center the contents, yeah, of the selected cell, okay, in a new larger cell. That's what you can do. So that means we can use this merge and center to merge even these columns, all of them. Let us try merge and center. Yeah, so it combines them all. I don't know what format it is using, but it has done it. But we don't want that, so we will press on your keyboard Control Z to undo that. Yeah, so we go back to our normal figures and we save there. Okay. So we need to see how we are handling this. Let us proceed. Making the text bold and changing the font size to 16 for the main title and 14 for the subtitle. So that means you click on that so that you make it bold. You click on the other one, you make it bold. Okay, then this one is size 16. Then the other one is the subtitle is size 14. Okay, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 16, 14, the bold. So we are done with that. So I think you are following up to there. So let us proceed to the next step. The next step is find the total, the average, the minimum, and maximum score for each student. For each, you need to underline that. For each student. Okay, for each student. So we are having student Libanga. We need to find the total, the average, and minimum and maximum. Minimum and maximum. So we have total, average. So we need to add a column here for minimum and maximum. So we can have minimum score. Okay, you have a minimum score. You can yes, minimum score and maximum score. then we adjust the column so that the word fits there. So we have minimum score and the maximum score. So how do we find all these values? So we start with the total. So the formula is we type all functions. We are going to use functions to do the calculations because this is Excel, this is computer, and the main function of having a computer is to make our work easier. Okay, so we have functions that make our work easier. They do all these calculations. So we are going to say you click on this box where we want the total. You type equals to, then you write sum, that is SUM. Okay, then you close the bracket. You open the bracket like that. You can see from up here. I'm typing here. It is showing up here. Then we need the total of all the subjects of this student called Libanga. That is physics. So you left click on this cell and hold and drag. It's like you're highlighting up to maths or the subjects. So you see on our function it has written C4 full colon G4. So if you look at C4, C it's the column, 4 it's the row number. C4 up to G4. So that is the range of all the subjects for this student called Libanga. Then when you are done, you close the bracket. You close the bracket. Then that's it. That's how you find the total. You press enter. So this student called Libanga has a total of 332. You can confirm this calculation by using your calculator. Yeah, it's supposed to be correct. So how do we get also for others? Imagine you're having maybe students, you're having 1,000 students or 250 students, for example. How do you get their total automatically? You come to this box here at the corner. You bring this plus until it changes here at the corner like that. And you double click there. It will auto calculate for all the students on that particular column. So I will double click there like that, and it does the total calculation for me up to the end. Yeah. So if you click on any of them, you'll see the formula up here. Equals sum C9 G9. Yeah. C9 it's here to G9 is here. So it has calculated all these values. If you go here also, it does the same. C8, G8. Yeah, C7, G7 like that. So you find the formula is very correct. Okay. The next thing, we get the average. Yeah. We do the same way we dealt with the total. The only thing, the function, we have a function for average. So the function for average is type equals average equals average. Actually, it comes here. The word average, you double click on it, it comes there. Yeah, you see the bracket opens. Then you put the average. So we need the average. Now you need to be careful because we need the average of the subjects that this student did. So you highlight from there to maths. Be careful you don't highlight the total, okay? If you do the total, that will be wrong. It should be the subject only up to math, from physics to math. Then you close the bracket, you press enter. So that's the average for that particular student, 66.4. To get the averages of other students, you come at the corner there and you double click. It's there. Yeah, these are the averages of each student in that column. Then the minimum score, that is the minimum score of this particular student. So the function for that is equals. Actually, let me show you other ways of writing these functions. You click there, you come here to auto sum, or you click there, there is some average, count numbers, maximum, minimum. So there it's minimum, so you come to minimum score. More functions, if you want more functions, you click here so that you see other functions. Yeah, they are here. Count, hyperlink, if, scene, all those. There are so many. Okay. Excel is a very powerful tool for analysts in the industry out there. So we go to the minimum score. You click like that. So the problem with this auto, you see, it's even including the total and the average. And for us, we don't want that. Okay. So let us just do it manually. Equal sign, min, just type min. Okay, it's there. Returns the smallest number in a set of values. Ignores logical values and text. Then you open the bracket, then you put your range. The problem with auto, you have seen it. You put your range. It's up to math. We don't include total and average. Then we close the bracket, press enter. So the minimum is 45. Yeah, and if you look at it, the minimum score here is 45. That is true. Okay, so you come there and double click. It does it for all. Here it's saying 15. Is it true? Yes, there is 15 here, and it's the smallest out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the minimum score. Maximum. How do you do it? It's the same way, right? Equal sign, max. Okay, open the bracket, highlight the range of the subjects, then close the bracket, press enter. Yeah, that is maximum value. It returns the maximum value in that particular range. Double click here to do auto for all of them, and that's it. You save your work when you are done. Upon finishing, you save your work. Then let's go to the next question, which is saying find the average, the minimum, and maximum score for each subject. For each subject. Okay? You need to be careful there. For each subject. This one was for each student. So we are dealing with average, minimum, and maximum. Okay. So we go back. So we can do it for each subject. That means we have to do it vertically. Yeah. For students, we have to do it horizontally. Yeah, because we need to do average, minimum, and maximum for physics, for chemistry, for biology, for English, for maths only. So we can come down here and at this cell, we can write average because we need to calculate average score for each subject. Average score. Okay, then we can have here minimum score. Okay, what is happening? Then we can have maximum score. Okay, then you can adjust this column from up here so that all these wordings fits well. Okay, they fit well. Then because these are titles, we can highlight them and put them bold. Bold, yes, something like that. Then we come here and start calculating the average score. So this is horizontal. So what we do is we type equals average. You can look up here to see what I'm typing. Average. Okay. Then we put the range. The range starts from here up to there. Okay, we want to see the highest, the average for physics. Then we close the bracket, we press enter. So the average is 57. So to calculate for these other subjects, you come here. This time round, we are not going to double click because it's not going vertically downwards. We are going horizontally because we want to calculate for each subject. So we click here and left click, hold and drag up to math because that's what we need, and release. After release, you can click on each of them to confirm G4 to G9. Yeah? So G4 to G9. So it's correct. Yeah, that one, F4 to F9, E4 to E9. The formulas are correct. Okay, that's it. Then the next will be minimum score equals min into brackets. We put the range, close the bracket, press enter. That is the minimum score in physics. Yeah, minimum score for all. We put there. Then we go to maximum. Say equals max into brackets. Select the range, close the bracket, press enter, click there, then drag the formula so that you get the maximum score for each subject. And that's it. Yeah, you see how powerful technology is. Yeah, so that's it. Then we go ahead and answer the next question. Yeah. Here you're supposed to highlight the heading row and apply any color of your choice. Yeah, highlight the heading row and apply any color of your choice. So the heading, we have here 2 of them. You can just deal with the one or both of them, yeah, because they are both headings. I think I love blue, so I'll put blue. Then this one, the subtitle, I'll put something, maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that, any color. Yeah. So this is where we have, if you point at it, it says change the color of your text. Change the color of your text. This is the font color. Okay, that's where you change it. Then you save changes. Then we go ahead. We have highlight other rows. Highlight other rows and apply different color from that you applied on the header. Okay, I think the header here, we were talking about the header for the columns, the header for the columns. So you can highlight them, let it give it a color. It's a very different color. That one. Then other rows, we can highlight other rows. Give it a different color. Put colors. There are so many colors, my friend. And put that one. Okay. This one also can put colors. Just playing around with colors. There is more colors even here. You can come and choose whatever you want. You can highlight even those. You come to colors, more colors, and choose. You can customize. You can do the standard colors. It depends with you what you really prefer. But don't use colors that you cannot see. There are some colors that they affect even the eyes. So you need to use friendly colors that people can see, and don't overuse them. Don't overuse the colors. Like here I've overused the colors. Let me do this. So you should lead by example. Yes. We are avoiding too much colors, so it's better we have just two colors to maintain professionalism. Okay, so we proceed. Highlight the heading row. I don't know why these questions are funny, but anyway, let's do it. Highlight the heading row and apply any color of your choice. We have done that. Highlight other rows and apply color from that you applied on the header. That's okay. Then insert a column chart, that compares student names and the subjects done by each student. Then type the chart title as student results. So we need to create a chart that is called a type of column chart. Okay, and that chart should compare student names with the subjects that they did. And this chart, we should give it a title, student result. Okay, student results. So I can copy that title, student results, Control C, so that I can use it on the other side. So we want to make a chart with the student names where we are comparing with their subject. So you see what I'm highlighting. Only that. Actually, not only that. Because we need the subject names. So I'll start from there, student name, then the subject, like that. Yes, that's the whole data. Then we go and say insert. Insert chart, column chart. So you point insert statistics chart, insert column or bar chart. Okay, so 2D column chart. So I think this one is good. Yeah, that one is good. So we have a chart here. Yeah, we have a chart here. Okay, scroll down a little bit. We have a chart here. Then we need to give it a title, chart title. Yeah. I will just paste because I had copied the title. Control V, student results. Okay. So if you look at this chart, on this column it shows the grades. Then here it shows this student libanga. Then the subjects. The subject physics, its color. This one light physics. Then chemistry. Then biology. Then English. Then math. So you look at that, it shows you the grade. Look at that, it shows you the grade. So if you find this chart is not good, you can always delete it and get another one that is you can understand. There are so many options when you come to charts here. There are so many. So it's just you to choose. We have the 2D, we have 3D, we have 2D bar, there are so many. So it's upon you you can try all of them and choose the best chart for yourself. So that's how you insert the chart. Let me save that and proceed. So rename the sheet. Rename the sheet as student sheet. Student sheet. Okay, so I will highlight this name so that I can go and paste it there. The sheet here is called sheet 1. So you can rename and Control V to paste the name student sheet. As simple as that, and save your work. Okay, then save your document and save and close. It's supposed to be and close, not and save. Yeah, you save your document and close. End of task 1. So we save our document and we close. So I hope you understood this task. All the best.